Welcome back to the prediction series for Super Smash Bros. Switch. Today we'll be going over items. Smash 4 has a ton of them, and it's really left me in a pickle if I'm going to be real with you. There's already so many available, and it's kind of challenging now to think of new ones to add in. But with that said, I have a list of some new items that could spice up the matches. So to start off, the Poison Mushroom from Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels could be a really good addition. I think this should be extremely rare, like the Golden Hammer, because if someone touched it, the damage would raise to 100%. Or at least that's how I would see it working out. Maybe it'd be less than that, I don't know. Anyway, next up is the Whip. This doesn't really come from any game in particular, but being able to use a whip and even charge it up for more power would be really fun. Moving on, the Ice Flower makes a lot of sense as an item because it pairs perfectly with the Fire Flower, which has been in every Smash game. For this next one, this is assuming Mario doesn't have Flood anymore, but the Flood would make for an awesome item. Perhaps it could randomly come attached with one of the 4 nozzles, the Squirt, Hover, Rocket, and Turbo. And then once you run out of water, the Flood pack just falls off automatically. So Diddy Kong has a little peanut pop gun, but who could forget the Pineapple Launcher from Donkey Kong 64? That would make for a really entertaining item. Or what about Link's Hook Shot? I know Link and Toon Link already have hook shots for grabbing, but it'd be really neat if all players could access them and be used to help recover from a far distance. The hook shot's not totally out of the question, considering the Screw Attack was an item at one point and Samus's recovery is the Screw Attack. So this next one is gonna sound a bit complicated, so let me explain. Imagine Pokemon TMs as an item. So here's how this would work. Basically, you pick it up and you're given a one-time Pokemon attack. So let's say you pick up a TM that contains Hyper Beam. You can use that one time and that's it. There could be a few different types of TMs, and I think that'd be a really different and interesting type of item. And my last 3 predictions are the oddballs of the group. We've got the Power Glove, where putting this on makes a character's punches more powerful. I'm not sure how that would work though, considering not every character would be able to utilize it, especially the ones without arms, like Duck Hunt Dog. Maybe for those characters without arms, the Power Glove could just be inserted somewhere else, I don't really know. Next up though is oil. I think it'd be cool if there were like jugs of oil you could throw, and then the oil would just smear across the battlefield, making it really slippery. And even better, catch that oil on fire and boom, there'll be deadly explosions. And lastly, I have a Plunger as an item. It'd be really funny if you could plunge someone and then chuck them across the field afterwards. And those are my ideas for items. I apologize that there's not a lot of them. It was really hard to think of them. I do think a few of these are a bit realistic and have some sort of a chance, but items, kind of like stages, are very, very unpredictable, so I just give it my best shot. But now, let's talk about items that should return to Smash 5, starting with the Red Shell. I know a lot of people aren't that big a fan of the Red Shell, and they find it annoying or whatever, but it just feels wrong to have the Green Shell and Blue Shell in the game, but not the Red. And next up is the Cracker Launcher from Brawl. I have no idea why this was taken out to begin with. This launcher was so much fun to use, and I really miss it. And next is the Fan. I can understand why people don't really like this item because it was pretty easy to spam, but it did very little damage unless you threw it at someone. It's a Smash Bros. Classic, and I think it should return. Now look, I really enjoy items because they bring an element of chance into the game, but 3 of them in particular go way, way too far and just straight up piss me off and need to be left in the dust. First is the Gust Bellows. Holy crap, what happened here? When someone picks up a Gust Bellow, at least one person is gonna die, if not more. The power of the wind is insanely OP. It lasts for like 3 years, and I never want to see it again. The same deal with the drill item, honestly. It's a really cool idea, but it's just way too difficult to get out of, and one shot often results in a KO. And finally, the Ore Club is just a living nightmare. Why in God's name is this club so freaking strong? This is almost as bad as the Gust Bellows, if not worse. At the very least, if these items return, they need to be nerfed very, very heavily. And that's about all I got for the items. Let me know in the comments what new items you want to see and if you think any should be cut or returned. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Next up, we'll be talking about game modes. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.